This is the Simply Sisters podcast. Girl, get in here, settle down, settle in, take up space and breathe. Come in this safe space where we believe in the power of sisterhood. We encourage truth and dialogue that promotes peace, clarity, and freedom. Join us here for conversations for the soul, because there is so much to talk about.
Hello, and welcome back to this episode of Simply Sisters.
Sissy, how you doing?
Another week.
Another week.
Another topic.
Oh, here we go again.
So this week's topic, because it's so important for us to, and we're going to kind of do the opposite. So when you hear this, you're going to say gain weight. Well, yeah, that's the topic today. And we're talking about gaining weight. And you would say, why would they talk about that? Well, when you're talking about gaining weight, there is a beauty in it. It's not always about your physical self, and whether you're 120 pounds or 150, it doesn't matter.
Listen, we're going to get our weight up together.
Right.
Just as if when you partner with people and you make all these resolutions and promises of what y'all doing this year, the new you and all of this stuff.
That's right.
You know, you need to partner with people that's going to help you gain weight.
Yes.
We need to get our weight up. And I'm going to explain real briefly what the wordplay on weight is. So weight is, as Tammy said, W.E.I.G.H.T. Worthy, exceptional. We're going to be intelligent, grounded in our greatness, and we're going to always be teachable. So grab your weight trainers, grab your weight partners so you could come and get your weight up. We are doing this together. And again, we're going to always give you tools that's going to help you achieve these goals.
Yes. And when we talk about being worthy, okay, we are all worthy of not just one gift, but God gives us many gifts. We're all worthy of being happy, at peace. We're all worthy of, if you see somebody else doing it, possibilities are great for you. So it means you are worthy of accomplishing, establishing, building.
Yeah.
Being wealthy. I'm worthy.
Absolutely.
I found that out after many years. Girl, you're worthy. You too can have. You too can do. You just have to have the tools to do it.
How many of us don't know that we have the tools to pick and choose? How many of us don't know what worthiness feels like or looks like? I used to be that person.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was just going along with the get along and doing what I thought I was supposed to be doing. And a lot of us get lost in those thoughts, what we think we're supposed to be doing. Again, we're going to get these tools to help you get your weight up, baby. Because it's time to stop all that thinking and start doing. So, Tammy, let's jump in and helping them get their weight up.
Let's do it. So we talk about weight and mindset change. First of all, you have to believe that you, not your neighbor, your mother, your father, your children, you can, and you can do it. And that all it takes is for you to put forth effort. And once you start putting forth that effort,
frame it up, Tam. Frame it.
Once you start putting forth that effort, and you stay consistent with it, and you stay obedient, and we talked about that in the first.
The big words.
So you can't say that you want to do something and you're not putting in any effort, okay? So you're going to stay the same size, okay? Like lifting weights. I found that it could be profitable, healing. I'm at peace.
Yes.
You got what I'm saying? I'm a little stronger, wiser. And so with all this combination, we always talk about eating and pound cakes and all this. Well, this is a different ingredient. And that leads us into speaking about, do you want to say anything about being worthy? Because we need to also let them know that they are what? Exceptional.
You're exceptional. We are all exceptional beings. Understand when they say that you have the presence and the essence of God within inside of you, that you don't get no more exceptional than that.
Yes.
That spirit lies within you too. I think we have to get away from who we were told we are versus learning ourselves and understanding who we truly are and what we say about ourselves. So you have to stand in your exception. Be the exception and take that time to tap in and ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? And it's okay if you don't know. It is truly okay if you don't know, because you've been told so many things over time and you've seen so many things in your child rearing consistently in front of you, and you think that's what you're supposed to be doing. But today is the day that you stand in front of the mirror and you look yourself in the eye and say, who am I? Who are you? I promise you, there's a you in there, baby, that's going to take you on a journey that you won't believe. Take the time to find out just how when I tell you, you're going to be surprised at how exceptional you are. I have learned some things about myself. I was like, damn, girls, damn. I did not know. But once I experienced it, I won't do life any other way. So I love being exceptional. You need to walk in and stand in your exception. You are an exceptional being. There are exceptional gifts inside of you. But the thing is, we don't take the time. We don't take the time to search for it. You look for stuff on social media, don't you? You look for stuff on Google, don't Google it. Google is your friend.
Amazon.
Amazon. Y'all don't bring up Amazon. Lord Jesus. You be on there, Amazon. You go to chat. Don't you ask your cousin about everything? Listen, the time you take in searching all the wonders of the world that you want to know about, take the time to find out about yourself and just how exceptional you truly are.
And let me say this, though, too. In finding out and building and finding out you're worthy, you're exceptional, you're also intelligent. But let me back this up a little bit, because we allow people to change our mind about ourselves, our capabilities, our abilities, and we listen. And we listen to people tell us who we are, and we go with it.
And they don't even know themselves, but they know who you are, and you listen.
Are allowing exactly. You're allowing somebody else to dictate who you are. It's like you're a puppet. You know the little puppets that you put. And we have to stop that. We cannot allow people to dictate and tell us who we are. It's not fair. You're not being fair to yourself. And we have our husband holding us back, holding us down, not seeing our vision. And you have people leading you who need guidance, who haven't been led themselves, who are going through life at a guessing game. Instead of you listening and appreciating the gift that God has put inside of you, you're listening to others who don't even follow the divine. And when you don't follow the divine, you end up nowhere.
Out of line.
Out of alignment, lost. And the best person to tell you who you are is you. And you have to sit down and you have to look at who you are and what changes you need to make. And then some of those people, gotta go.
Listen, because you may not like what you find when you start spending time with yourself. You may not like some. Baby, I found out some things about me I absolutely did not like. But I did the work to understand where that came from, what that was rooted in, and then I did the work. I had to pull up some roots. And I had to prune some things away about myself. It was not pretty. It was not fun, but that removal was the reward. That removal brought about new things that blossomed in me. The removal from people, places, and environments is my reward. Let the removal bless you. Take that time. Use your intelligence. Take the time to dig down and find out who you are. If you don't like it, guess what? You are in the space with the very person that needs and can help you. And that's you.
Yes.
You can't listen to who people say you are. We've been listening to that all of our life. You dictate. And not only doing all that talking about saying who you are, because we see a lot of that on social media and on the internet.
Right.
A lot of people dancing around and producing and putting on shows and things about who they say they are. But baby, the best proof is to make that move right now, baby.
Right.
You bust a move and do what you have to do.
Right.
You show up for yourself and you prove to yourself. And once you know who you are, baby, nobody else could come and tell you anything different. You think you all that, you acting new, you different, and you change. Well, damn it, I hope so. Because I did a lot of work.
But with that being said, the people who will tell you that, you think, you know, and this and that, guess what? As soon as you're successful, they're the same ones trying to follow you, trying to get part of now what you are a part of. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the problem. You listening to them, mama them, auntie them.
Yeah.
Friend over here and them. Friend over here and them don't have anything going on.
They're full
But you're comfortable with them
because you're used to them. Just because they've been around
for a while.
But listen, the thing about it is they're full of fear and they're imparting their fears on you. Because how dare you, if you grow and you move forward, that's your reminder to them the work they didn't understand. People don't like to get left behind, and that's okay. You are not here to please people. You are here to do what you have been created and assigned to do. So yes, there are people that are going to get left behind. There are people that are not going to like it. Your focus is you and what you see for yourself. Because if you see it, if you believe it, and you dream in that thing, you can do it.
You can do it, and you
Look
can
at
have
us
it.
right here. We did not see this. We didn't see this coming just from having sisterly conversations.
But the divine.
We followed what God gave
told us to do and what He
We
gave
followed it. And it required work. It didn't just pop up overnight.
Right. And this idea came about 6 months ago. We were sitting in a hotel
Having
just
the
conversation.
as we normally do.
Right.
We've had the conversations at home.
Right.
But when we paid attention, the light bulb came off when we were in the hotel. We were like, here we go again.
Right.
Here we go.
We're at a whole totally different
in a different state. In
different function.
A different function. And
God kept poking it at us.
He was.
Kept poking us.
He
poking
did.
it at us. And he kept giving me visions and giving Gail visions. And we come and we'd say, hey, this happened last night or that happened last night. And I said, well, that's the same thing that came to me that she's telling me about. We're telling each other about. And then we're like, okay, that is
time to do it.
Green light.
The green light. God gave us the green light. Listen, we are so glad that you are here with us. We hope that you have liked and subscribed. Share out the Simply Sisters podcast. Thank you for being a part of this community and coming back and engaging with us. Be in the comments. We read the comments. We will be responding. Share. Go to our Facebook page. There should be a link in the description for our Facebook page, where we'll be engaging with you there as well. But we're going to give you a minute to get your favorite sippy sip, take you a run before you have a cleanup on aisle 2, baby, because you know that bladder raggedy, girl. So we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back to Simply Sisters. Gail and I were chatting and we wanted to continue. As we were speaking before we got off, we were talking about gaining weight. So another part of gaining weight has to do with what your intelligence.
Absolutely.
And how when you begin to look at how you're worthy and exceptional, how that leads to you understanding better, which leads to wisdom, knowledge, to intelligence, because now you're learning things and your intelligence, your IQ now is growing. Okay. And this allows you what? to think differently, which is the goal, which is our goal.
Right.
And that's to help you think differently and be differently. So your intelligence changes and you have to stay the course. Okay. And you have to understand that intelligence and that change and what's actually happening. Okay. And believe you me, when you stop silent and you listen and you obey, your answers just kind of pop in and come to you. And now I have more knowledge now than I had a year ago because I've learned so much.
Absolutely.
And that's what's leading me into the abundance that God has for me. You know, Gail, you want to expand a little bit?
Absolutely. Girl, you already know I want to tag team with you, babies. You know, Tammy is talking about, intelligence, and it's all opening up to a new way of processing information, seeing things. And when you're exposed to something new, a lot of times we fear new information because we're really not sure what we're going to do with it or how we're going to process it. So you have to open yourself up to different avenues for being a forever student. That's what life is. We are forever students. So we have to open up not just our, cognitively being intelligent, but even our emotional intelligence about how we allow ourselves to respond to things or how we allow certain things to impact us. So intelligence is multifaceted. It's a multi-layered thing. So you have to really figure out how you are in charge of how you position yourself in your intelligence, how you think about things, how your ocular view of how you see things and how you allow these things to impact you emotionally.
Right.
Open and it opens you up. Right. Because you're going to be constantly learning. Good. Don't shy away from learning in a new way. Because our intelligence has to expand so that we could carry the gifts that are inside of us. We have to allow our brain is going to constantly absorb. There's never not going to be enough space up there. I mean, well, if many come along, it's a different story. I'm y'all 50 plus now. Raise it. Don't be ashamed. We always have the capacity to learn, whether we learn from an experience, from a person. I mentioned this in one of our other episodes, is learning not always what to do, but learning what not to do.
That's beautiful. You just don't learn one thing because something happens with that.
Yeah.
Okay? And then once you learn something new and you look back at what was old, that new looks good to you, like a nice Big Mac. Go to McDonald's.
Not the Big Mac. Let me get Uber Eats. Where my phone? Producer, can you give me my phone, please?
No, right? It's like a new taste. Like
ooh, girl.
New. And once you get a taste of it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And you want more.
And you become accustomed to it.
And you start adding a little French fries.
You start acting a little funny with it.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta have it this particular way because now you done been exposed. You done been exposed.
So, that's just everyday life, anything. So we talked about being intelligent. And so we need to talk about being grounded and how being grounded leads to greatness.
Absolutely. It's a foundation.
When we discuss this, and we talk about this part every day because we're not doing this so we can be seen.
Right.
We're not doing this for show and accolade. This is not that. This is not
this
that.
Not that.
This is not that.
This is not that.
So you have to be grounded. Can't be all over the place. As we spoke about in the first episode, how they tell me to sit down because I'm doing too much.
Right.
You have to be grounded. And being grounded allows you what? To feel, to hear, to see, to do things a little differently. And then you start saying, well, hey, I don't need to do this anymore. Okay. All I need to do now is just sit still. That's the first part of the foundation. And that grounds you. And then what happens when you're grounded and these things start happening in your life, that little lever starts going up. You know what I mean? Then you start seeing great things. God starts placing great people, great ideas, in your mind and in your life. And then all that old stuff.
It don't even matter anymore. Y'all know how y'all look at that old boyfriend that you thought you just couldn't do it out, and that you did the stuff that you went through, and you was just willing to do just to try to keep him, and then you run through that mother scratcher, you see him in the grocery store, and you look, and you so embarrassed and ashamed. You so ashamed. You start ducking and dodging. You don't even want to see him. Yeah. Because, that's what you grew. You did what you could with what you had. So what are you doing now when you get grounded so that you can absorb all your greatness? You can't function on with what you have. You got to want more. It's like building a house. The foundation, you got to make sure that thing is rock solid. Yes. You want it to be solid. People will tell you also, even in different therapies, they'll tell you to, become one with the earth and let your feet touch the ground. Let your feet touch the soil. You got to be grounded so that you could get rejuvenated. So you could pull from your source. What is your source? What is your source? My source for me is God. That is my source. Just like I get out here and I get in my car, I ain't going nowhere if I ain't put no gas in there. I got to have this, but the source for that car to move is the gas. The source for me to move and to be in touch with my grounding and my greatness is going to be my God. So he created my greatness. I have to be grounded so I can not only hear, but I can see the direction where I'm supposed to go. Because there's people that are waiting for us that he already has lined up for us to help. You may be listening right now. Right. We have we are assigned to people. We are. And there's people assigned to us. So that takes us all the way back. We got to be worthy to receive from the people who are coming to help us and be exceptional when we receive those fruits from them and be intelligent enough to process that information differently so that we can get grounded into our greatness. So we can start paying more attention to
But it's like GPS, God PS, listen to it. GPS will tell you to turn around and make a U-turn.
Reroute.
Yes.
Rerouting.
Hint, reroute yourself. Okay? And so we talk about gaining weight. Well, in order to gain weight, we have to be healthy.
We got to be healthy.
You have to change your diet. See, like for me, and this is a running joke, I had to stop eating Reese cups because I'm allergic to peanut butter. And
why?
I know. And so then when I told them it was fake peanut butter.
Fake peanut butter.
So, but that's part of health. I had to give it up. I had to give up my 3 Musketeers. Ooh, that hurt. It hurt. But guess what? Now I'm eating salad. What do we have left?
Wedge salad.
Oh, have to change your diet. And changing your diet now means you have to be healthier. You have to eat right. And one thing I did buy some apples with some caramel dip. I think I can get away with just a little bit. Just a little bit.
A little pinch of caramel. Just a little. Oh, Tim, I don't want you to lose your thought.
No,
but remember, we was eating that salad last night.
Right.
And I was saying, I don't even like blue cheese dressing. But it was something about that salad, that blue cheese dressing. It was because it was something that I would normally say, I don't want that, I don't eat that.
Right.
But it was on that salad. Maybe it was who made it, Chad. It was
The
presentation was beautiful, and it was delicious, and it was something on. And I would have known. I don't eat that. Oh, should have put blue cheese on it? I don't want it, but I ate it, and it was so. I said, oh my God, I don't even like blue cheese, but this is delicious. Stop preconceiving and saying what you don't like because you don't know a combination of how you're going to receive something that's going to change your life.
So part of that health is your meditation, your emotions,
absolutely,
your response, reactions. Stop reacting.
Stress.
Sit back, learn to meditate. Say, well, I don't know how to meditate. Well, guess what? You get in your car, you leave at work, instead of turning the radio, calling your friend or whomever, just ride in silence. That's part of your health. That's part of giving your system a break.
And giving
your
time
mind a break. And it gives you time to
yourself.
Right. And to think.
Give time to yourself because you seem to find it for everything and everybody else. You don't stop pulling from an invisible place. Do it. Give time back to yourself.
See the difference. They'll see the difference in how their evening or their day changes. Okay? and slow down. And so
Yes.
just note that all this stuff you're able to be, and we'll start with it. We'll end with the T, teachable. It just doesn't happen. This stuff has to be taught.
It
And
does.
you're going to be taught this from us, maybe outside sources, but you also can teach yourself. You can teach yourself.
Mhm.
Go and research. Now, if you get some nonsense from somebody, you already know. When your body tells you this doesn't seem quite right,
Mhm.
that's a sign. Move on. Move on to the
Trust
next.
yourself.
You'll know. Trust what that your inner body,
Your instinct.
it talks to you. It does. And you can just, when you feel that and you know it's wrong, hey, step back, go another direction. Was it a waste of time? No, because what?
You learn something. You learn
Teachable.
something. Absolutely. Be a student. Don't be afraid to learn something new. And we're learning when we don't even realize it. And then when the test comes up and that person that we meet, we're able to regurgitate or show them something or say something to somebody that we didn't even realize we absorbed from an experience, from a conversation, or from a person, because you don't always know when gems are being deposited in you. Sometimes, even like now, you may have found some gems in what Simply Tammy and I are sharing with you on the Simply Sisters podcast. And we thank God that you're here, and we thank God that you're engaging and receiving. But your gems and your lessons, you don't even know you're learning them until you meet who was aligned and assigned to you. And it comes up and you share that. Sometimes people, you may never even hear someone say, you just helped me. That really helped me. It doesn't matter. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, you're on track. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're being intelligent. You're being grounded in sharing your greatness. You're being healthy because you're not harboring old things, and you're letting things flow freely from you. Let energy out. All the energy that you need to get rid of is not always negative energy. You need to exude some of that positive energy and share that out with others. That's a part of your health. That's a part of being teachable, teaching yourself how to share the parts of yourself that you do need to share and the parts of yourself that you need to keep for yourself.
But understand this too, is that you might hear something more.
Oh, you will.
And
Yes,
when you
you
hear
will.
this more than once, that means what? You're not moving on what you were supposed to. You're hearing it. So stop. When you hear it, you feel it, move on it.
Yeah.
And when you move on it, pay attention and still listen, because that next step might be that break. And some people might need to take 2 steps, some people 10, but if you stay obedient and you follow, guess what? You gain weight.
You gain weight and you get your weight up. We hope you enjoyed this episode with us today. Thank you for coming in and supporting the Simply Sisters podcast. Like and subscribe to the podcast. Share it out. Go to the description and click on the link to follow us on Facebook. We'll be popping up in there. We'll be doing behind the scenes. We'll be sharing information with you. There's so much coming up, not just for us, but if we have it, you got it. Understand? So thank you for joining us for the Simply Sisters podcast. We will see you next week for more conversations for the soul, because there is so much to talk about. We'll see you next time.
Make it happen, beautiful.
Bye.